Modern women are starting to realize that they are going to be single for the rest of their lives. We've got one for you here today from Cosmic Verse titled Modern Women Are Doomed. 55% of women will be single by 2030. It's really no surprise. And make sure to check out Lock the Bounty Hunter for suggesting today's video. Let's jump into it.
What would you say the woman's role in a relationship is?
Just being in her soft, feminine side of her so that the man can just do everything, basically.
So what would you say is the man's role in a relationship?
To take care of her, make her feel safe,
to build
make her
stuff.
feel loved, make her feel like she's the only girl in the world.
So in other words, the woman's job is to exist and the man has to do all of the work. That's the kind of attitude that guarantees them to be single for the rest of their lives.
If we continue like this, in 10, 20 years, so many women will be single. I will have so much more work, which is good for me, right?
2030, they say.
Yes. And what will happen is that at some point, women will get so frustrated and they will understand that if you want to have a different outcome, you have to change your behavior. You cannot keep on having the same behavior and expecting to have a better outcome, right?
This woman has made the rounds on several different channels, and her advice was pretty much the same crap that was designed to keep women single. It's a little late to be doing a course correction after the damage has been done.
If anyone out there was on the fence about marrying me or proposing to me, I just want to share one huge perk. So if we're ever dating and the time comes and you want to propose, you do not have to worry about me getting my nails done because I always have them done. That is not going to be a factor of the surprise. You're not going to have to strategically plan that. I will have my nails done. You can do the rest, but I just want to get that out there if that's the reason why anyone was like holding back from dating me or proposing to me. I get it, but my nails, they're ready for a ring. I'm kidding. I'm not yet.
Well, that is just a massive load off the minds of men everywhere, madam. We were all just freaking out about whether or not your nails were done, and now that we know that they are, we'll go ahead and still ignore you.
Ladies, never, ever split the check with a man on a date. I was just having a discussion with a girlfriend of mine, and she was saying that she always wants to split the check because she never wants the man to expect anything out of her. You do not owe a man anything for buying you dinner, and buying you dinner is the literal bare minimum. A man paying for your dinner does not mean that he gets a ticket to gain access to your bed, okay? No man is ever entitled to your body, no matter what he does for you.
If no man is entitled to a woman's body just because he bought her dinner, then no woman is entitled to a man's wallet just because she's single and hungry and maybe she hooked up with him. This isn't about entitlement, it's about respect, and modern women have none for men.
So there was a study that said 45% of women ages 25 to 44 are going to be single by the year 2030. And you already know that a lot of the guys are going to have an absolute heyday with this. Just another reason to hate on women. But before that happens, I want to talk about the reality of that statistic. It actually makes sense because the average age of people getting married for the first time is going up. Life expectancy is going up. The ability to have a child at an older age has grown thanks to science. And just from a mathematical perspective, if every woman between the ages of 25 to 44 got married at the age of 35, that number would be 50%.
That makes no sense at all. The fact that women are getting older and not getting married shows how much they've completely ruined things by acting like they were better than everyone around them. This isn't a win, it's called consequences.
And this is just yet another tactic to try to scare women into settling for shitty relationships. To me, being single for the rest of my life is actually not something that terrifies me because I am inherently happy with myself. And I'm not willing to jeopardize my peace and my happiness for a simple relationship with a man who does not treat me or love me the way that I love myself. Because men are going to treat women how they want to treat women. Being single is not the worst thing that can ever happen to you.
If a woman has to repeat that she's happy with being single, the less happy she is being single. But that doesn't stop her from having impossible standards for relationships so that she can shoot them down long before they even have a chance to go anywhere.
Is no one else bothered by the fact that Morgan Stanley predicts that by 2030, 45% of women aged 25 to 44 are going to be single? Like, I'm over here cooking for one, very much bothered about that. I don't know, like, I'd rather cook for two or maybe like three potentially in the future, but not just like one person. So, I don't know, I really need to be even more intentional about dating now that I've been back in Scottsdale for 2 weeks. For now, it is solo dinners, cooking for one.
She could have had a good relationship with a good man at any time. She chose the wrong paths, the wrong men, and the wrong attitude, so she's going to be cooking for one for quite a long time, even though that could have been easily avoided.
Your most attractive friends are single. Yeah, here's why.
Yeah. Why is that?
I know you know. I know you're thinking of that one friend, like that one Becky that you're like, she's hot as fuck, but she literally has never had a boyfriend.
There's usually a very good reason for that. But let's hear what their opinion is first.
Yeah, here's why. The boys, the men, the Jimmy, the John, the James are all afraid of getting their ego hurt, okay? Men go for who they can.
That's what they think the reason is? Oh dear.
And women go for who they want. And when you go for someone that you want, not knowing if they want you back, sometimes you get rejected.
The cope these women peddle themselves is the stuff of legend. The amount of reality bending it takes for any of what she said to make any form of sense is nothing short of mind-boggling. They can't imagine living in a world where they are the problem.
Okay.
But because men are so scared of getting their ego hurt, they won't go for someone that they think will say no to them or will reject them.
A lot of women have actually convinced themselves of this.
Because God forbid, Jimmy John Jr. has to get rejected. How is he going to explain that to his friends? He thinks he's Mucho Man.
Just wait.
Girls don't just go for what they can. They have standards, and they don't just go for, the bottom of the barrel, but men settle, and that's the truth.
Now here's the part that a lot of women that think like this are not going to like hearing. But a lot of men will not approach very attractive women because oftentimes their personalities do not match their looks. And most men would rather date and be with a woman that treats them well and is kind to them and is a good person rather than just attractive. They'll date them for a good time, but not for a long time.
And also, when you consider how modern women have turned humiliating men into a competitive sport, it really is no wonder why men don't bother anymore. This isn't about egos, it's about avoiding headaches from women like this.
Yeah, I freaking hope so. Because we don't need you. We don't want you. We want more. We want better. We actually want to have orgasms and not be expected to provide food, housekeeping, child rearing, therapy, and a variety of other forms of labor that men expect their partners to perform for them. Yeah, most women will probably be single by 2030, if the world hasn't exploded by then.
Women like this have no problem listing off every single thing that they refuse to do for men and try to shame men for actually expecting things out of a relationship. It is absolutely ridiculous.
If you're talking to a really fine guy who has a good personality and you're wondering, like, how is he single? Like, he's really hot and he has a really good personality. Why is he single? It's one of three things. Number one being he's either crazy as fuck or like weird and you just haven't gotten to it yet. Number two is he's not single, okay? You just think he's single because he's cheating. And number three, he's newly single and will be taking his ex back expeditiously after y'all fuck. So watch out for that one. You're welcome.
Or he could just not be interested in dating, since modern women have proven themselves to be insane in some of the worst ways imaginable. But these women will always insist that they are perfect and it's the men who are the evil ones. What a great time to be alive.
Men are naturally supposed to submit to women, period, point blank. Men like hierarchy. That's why they're in the military. That's why they like boy groups, etc., okay? If you're not his boss, he assumes the boss position. That cannot be. That means you need to tap into your dark feminine. How do you tap into your dark feminine? You know damn well that you're the boss and nobody's above you ever under any circumstance. A man has come out of a woman and will always want to go back inside a woman. So you're always in charge, meaning that he always submits to you. He follows your lead if he wants back in. Do you understand?
These women always overestimate the value of bedroom fun. They think that's the only reason why men get out of bed in the morning, but it's pretty much useless when it's being provided by a woman who straight up hates him to the point that she needs to emasculate him.
You can end lineages. That's your power. So fucking sit in it and stop fucking pretending that you're a little girl who doesn't have it. I'm tired of your shit. I'm gonna call you out. Get it together, ladies. You do not, under any circumstances, go under him. You never ever submit to him. Period. Point blank. Do you understand? If you do that, it's going to be very hard to get out of that position when you're not in your power. You give out commands, okay? When he comes to you, your energy needs to speak that you are the boss.
If this woman ever tries to claim that she's the boss, then every man who hears that will immediately quit. Women cannot respect men who will submit to them, and men will not tolerate women who are disrespectful.
The way that your energy speaks is when that man comes up to you, is he asking how to serve you? Is he asking, what is it that I can do for you? How can I help you? How can I assist you? That means you're leading. That means you're in the right space. That means you are in your feminine energy, right? If you're not, then you're the one that's asking him what you can do for him. That is not how it goes. He serves you. You don't serve him. When you serve him, he assumes now he's the boss. Now you got a problem on your hands. I warned you. You never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, lack discipline. You run the show, not him. Never him.
What she's saying makes no sense. Modern women have told men that they need to provide and protect and lead, that they must do quite literally everything. But how can a man do that if he's submitting to the whims of a spoiled brat? Those things just do not go together. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.